Samantha Gibson is an awful human being. And I'm happy that people are finally calling her out. I do not understand for the life of me why it took so for her to have a whole manosphere channel the whole time. Meanwhile, I have to bring this shit up while I'm joining. I'm literally joining. I had to join two other. I had to link up with two other podcast creators, Undead Chronic and AJ. Literally had to go on two separate to just to call her out. Just to call her out. And nobody in the black man, specifically in the black manosphere, nobody wanted to do their research behind this person. This might be the most griftiest. I don't know if that's a word. This is the grifters of all grifters. To me, she's way worse than Just Pearly, in my opinion. Way worse. And for some reason, it took the black manosphere so long. Like she had to end up calling herself out for people to notice. Oh shoot, this is the same lady that's dragging Tyrese in divorce court and trying to rob him of his paper. So here we have Samantha Lee, right? Responding back to Tyrese's response to her interview with those two simps. Like I said, I already told you, ninjas love girls that look like that. I already told you about that. I don't want to go into that, but let's see her response back. I'm gonna let it play the first time. I don't know how many parts there are to it. I think there's 2 parts to it, but let's see.
Platform, and I can't say that. Ask for people to take accountability for their actions, and I don't take accountability for mine. And so at the end of the day, I can't preach, accountability, take accountability, or say women should take accountability, and I don't. I think that it's important for me too, without shading somebody else, without saying, oh, they did this or they did that. And a lot of times we can get into that. We can get into blame shifting and doing a lot of things instead of just sitting in that seat and just saying, you know what, there are things I could have done better, and hopefully somebody can learn from my mistakes. And so at the end of the day, that's the goal. The goal of all of this, this platform was not, I didn't earn this platform. God gave me this platform, and he called me to be obedient, and he called me to be honest. And on my platform, and I can't say that.
Okay, I think there's another post. Is there?
And he called me to be authentic. And whether that means that people say negative things or not, I'm going to be faithful, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to trust God with my honesty. And obviously this was unintentional. But at the end of the day, I trust God. Hopefully somebody got to, get something from it. And that was the goal. So I will be going live on...
Somebody in the chat, somebody in the live, somebody in the Instagram live chat said, you are a hot mess. Hey, yo, man. I had to pause it just to I had to show that, man. That's hilarious, man. Oh, man. Somebody else in the comments said, Sam, you want that meat back. Oh, man. Ninjas, man. We never take nothing seriously. Oh, man. Let me let it play.
On Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube. And if you guys want to go, you can go there. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stand in my truth. And I'm not going to make it about anybody else's actions. I'm just not. And he called me to be authentic.
Okay,
and whether that
next video.
And I can get it as much as y'all want to give it to me. But
that's the last clip.
Men say that they want women to take accountability, right? But then when a woman does, there's a lot that comes with that. And so I think that you have to understand the front side and the back side of the blessing. But ultimately, I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to trust God with my honesty and my authenticity. So hopefully somebody can learn from the full interview. But otherwise than that, I'm going to go live on my platform, YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, yeah, I have a lot of peace about it. Have a lot of peace about being honest. I have a lot of peace about that.
How many times can she lie? Oh my! Let me let it play.
And so that's that. And I can get it.
Yep. So that was the last clip, and oh my! I don't know how many times she can lie. And if you notice in the live chat stream that she had, it was still plenty of simps in there talking about she's the realest woman ever. these, I cannot believe. If you look at this comment section though, for the actual for this post specifically, it's literally all women calling her out for being a liar and a manipulator. All of it. It's all women calling her out, and you still have ninjas giving her a pass. I mean, like, what? I mean, wow. I'm talking about it's almost unanimous. Usually, even with like those controversial videos, you'll still see like some women that they'll troll and say and just go against the grain. It's literally unanimous amongst the woman and the man. Like, she is the villain. Yet you'll still like she still has her followers, mostly black men. I don't know why, but I do know why. Actually, I do know why. But let's go through what she has to say again.
Means that people on my platform.
Oh Lord. And I'm gonna just call out the lies and keep pausing it and keep doing that the whole time.
And I can't say that ask for people to take accountability for their actions, and I don't take accountability for mine. And so at the end of the day, I can't preach, accountability, take accountability, or say women should take accountability, and I don't. I think that
now in this whole exchange that she talks about accountability, she still didn't take any at all. That's the crazy part, is like, and let me go to the last clip. I'm not going to go through all these because you already heard it, but let me go to the last clip.
I can get it as much as y'all want to give it to me, but men say that they want women to take accountability, right? But then when a woman does, there's a lot that comes with that. And so I think that you have to understand the front side and the back side of the blessing. And
also notice how much she mentions Invisible Sky Daddy. I'll call it on my channel the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yeah, I'll say we're not gonna say God when it comes to what women are referring to, like her. We're just gonna when she mentions God, we're just gonna call it the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Because she's just using her religion to basically just using it as a shield for her bullshit, So she mentions the Flying Spaghetti Monster, several times, just to cover herself up. It's a good try, but like I said, in the comment section is pretty anonymous, like to us, even the normies are looking at her like she's the problem, because she had Tyrese looking crazy, like literally looking crazy to the general public. You know what I mean? And now that she's coming out and basically exposing herself, people are literally like, man, we was making memes about Tyrese. We was making fun of him. Meanwhile, his ex was really the problem. He really didn't do anything wrong. Literally not, because if he cheated, that would have been the first thing. That would have been the first thing she said. Oh, he cheated. Even though he's an entertainer. Like, I don't even like, especially when a guy of his status, I don't even look at it like that. But clearly he didn't. He really liked that girl, dog. And like I said, ninjas love. Let me pull up that picture. Let me pull up that picture for you. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on me for a second while I pull up the picture. I'm about to pull up that picture for you. I'm about to pull up that picture. Because I'll tell you, ninjas have a type. People think it's just, fat white women or girls with, like just chubby women in general. But there's a type that ninjas will literally go to the grave for. Take their word over everything. Let me see if is it still here? I still have it. Here we go. About to pull it up for you. Like I said, ninjas love girls that look like this right here. This is that look right here. Fair skin. So I'm talking about a girl that fair skin, and usually a girl like that will have like tattoos, or even if she's on the chubby side, she's that specific complexion. You don't know if she's a mixed breed. You don't know if she's half black. You don't know if she's Mexican. You don't know if she's Puerto Rican. Hell, you don't even know if she's Cambodian or Filipino. You don't even know. Those are the ones that be saying the ninja word with impunity, and you have no idea whether or not, like, dude, does she even have any black in her at all? Or you'll find out she's like Armenian or something. Like, you'd be like, what? Let me put it back on me. That's ninja's type right there. that right there. That is Ninja's type. But let's go back to the video. I'll put it back on the video. Let's finish that. Let me finish because I'm not gonna dissect all the clips that she had. But let's go to the last clip because it's a lot of invisible sky daddy stuff. You know what I mean?
Ultimately, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna trust God with my honesty and my authenticity. So,
man, Lion 304s be saying anything, dog. And look how like her how straight faced she is while she's just lying. This is a diabolical liar, a diabolical person. You know what I'm saying? If you're really serious about reconciliation, drop the case. Drop the case.
Hopefully somebody can learn from the full interview.
Yeah, women always say stuff like that. You gotta look at the full interview. I remember it was a lady that literally went on a podcast and she literally talked about how her husband that she ended up divorcing, she literally said this was the first man that I ever had that didn't cheat on me, that treated me good and blah blah blah. And she said, and I still felt like it wasn't enough, so I divorced. and people were just like, and the guy's like, wait, what? And even the people in the comment section were like, are you kidding me? And this girl had the nerve to, the actual girl in that interview had the nerve to be in the comment section talking about, you guys got to watch the full interview. I'm like, you said everything you needed to say here. They copy that from men because you know it'll be guys that get their interviews misconstrued and their stuff taken out of context and they have to say, yo, you got to watch the full interview. But so girls use that as a strategy because they seen that happen to dudes. So they use that as a cover up. They use that. That's what I've noticed. Like these new ladies in the media coming up, they'll be like, watch the full interview, even though they said everything they needed to say in the clip that we saw.
But otherwise than that, I'm going to go live on my platform, YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, yeah, I have a lot of peace about it. Have a lot of peace about being honest. I have a lot of peace about that. And so I didn't.
You see, it's the women calling her out more than the men. In my opinion, I'm looking at the live chat that she had. It's mostly women that are saying, "Bro, you ain't shit," but it's dudes talking about, "Man, she a real one, man." That's hold on. I'm gonna let her finish, and I'm gonna go back to what I say.
That's that, and I can get it as much.
You see, this is the thing. This is the problem I have with simps, because the male simps are always my problem. Like I said, when I was on that female with the panel of all females, because they were idiots anyways. Like I remember one of the girls, I was talking about accredited writers, and I mentioned Stevie Wonder as one of the, you know, I'm talking about when it comes to writing credits. And this girl had the nerve to say, one of the girls in the panel, what do you mean he's an accredited writer? He's blind. I was like, are you fucking serious? I think they ended up kicking her out of the panel. Like she didn't say anything else for the rest. Like she muted herself because nobody stuck up for her. Because I was like, are you this is the first time I actually insulted one of them. I was like, are you an idiot, bruh? Your lyrics, whatever whatever words that come out of your mind, those are your lyrics. That's your credits. That's I was like, are you? Those are the bird brains I was dealing with in that panel. And like those were the average bird. And I wasn't even mad at her or the rest of them. I was more mad at the male simp in there acting like I was wrong for sticking up for a dude that clearly was cleared by videotape evidence of Jovi Panna lying about what happened to her. We were talking about the Kai Cenat situation. And I'm talking about in the face of video evidence, they were still talking about, oh no, that you know. It was a male simp. It was two male simps. I can't talk to dudes I just can't talk to dudes like that, bro. I'm like, my mind will explode. my mind will, like, I was patient enough, even though I tried to go through example after example. And then when it came to the males, I literally almost lost it with the dude. I was like, dude, I don't even want to talk to you. I literally told him, I'm gonna just focus on the because it's just sad what he was saying. Like, I'm like, so I was listening, you know, I'm like, you know, the same thing happened with Kobe. The same thing happened. He literally tried to. So I'm like, so you think Kobe actually did what was reported, even though the evidence with with the multiple strands of DNA found in the panty, like, you think Kobe did it? And he was like, yeah, and let me explain why. Ninjas like that, I cannot stand. And by the way, this is another point I was about to bring, and I'm gonna close out with this. You ever meet these people, the ninjas, right? These are the ninjas I've been trying to warn Undead Chronic about, and he's finding out and Undead. He's finding out the hard way. He didn't know, because I was trying to tell you, black dudes a lot of the times, in my opinion, especially today, are the biggest simps in the world. Now, white dudes might be the biggest simps when it comes to life in general, but when it comes to women, black men are the biggest simps. So that's just my opinion. So because Undead Chronic, he was saying white dudes are the biggest, but I think they're the biggest simps when it comes to life. And just in general, like they'll be shocked. They'd be like, "I'm going to jail for not paying child support." Yes, that's the stuff that like white men are very oblivious to until they get caught up in the same situation. Like Matt Ariza, like where he's now trying to go for broke. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna get another job, dude. Anyway, anyway, these ninjas, we will talk about. Right, when you meet these ninjas in real life, they'll talk about how, oh yeah, my female. Oh, like we'll talk about managers, right? Or is having a male manager good or a female manager good? They'll be like, oh no, I had a female manager, yo, she was chill, and I'll be like, let me see what the female manager looks like, and then I look at her, and I see her, and the first thing I see is her rear end, and I'm like, oh come on. So this is what ninjas do. They'll talk about how she's chill. Oh man, she's nice, and really, what you're trying to say, you had a cute manager. You had a cute manager. And she allowed you to flirt, you know what I mean, without much repercussions. And that's why you consider her chill. That's why. It has nothing to do with what she actually does, her work ethic, what she actually was bringing, like profit wise. You know, it wasn't even or her actual supervising skills and whatnot. It was about none of that. She was just cute to you, or she had a big rear end, or she had a rack. Same thing. Like I remember these dudes. I used to listen to like the Fresh and Fit call-in shows, and like I would listen to a couple of them, and I'm like, these dudes are simps, dog. Not Myron and Fresh. I'm talking about the people that would call in. They would try to recommend like these female podcasters to bring on to debate, and I'll be like, why? Then I remember somebody brought up, well, you need to bring up Courtney Ryan, man. She's so good. Then I look up Courtney Ryan on YouTube, and the first thing I see is a rack. And I'm like, first of all, what would there be to debate? They basically agree. The only thing that they'd probably disagree on is on Myron's position on men are not really cheaters. They're just exercising options. That's the only thing that they'd probably debate on. It's so obvious what's going to happen. But like I said, ninja simps, the ninja simps, bro. Like I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more, man. I can't do this no more because she went on that, like Samantha Lee went on that podcast, and none of those ninjas had the guts to call her out because they find her attractive, and they'll let me just stop.